As of recently, I've been listening to the Radio Factor, and I've been listening to Bill O'Reilly go into this huge tirade about the far left because he had decided to take his action crew onto the National Conference on Media Reform, in which he had his producer, Porter Berry, confront Bill Moyers in a heated exchange in which Porter Berry was assisted out by those who were in attendance. Bill O'Reilly was really upset with the results of his video outtakes, and of course, he took it out on Robert Greenwald of Fox Attacks, Brave New Films. He took it out on Dan Rather of HD Net TV, and also Bill Moyers of PBS. Bill O'Reilly had best said that he cannot stand the far left. He believes the far left is those people who do not believe in American values, those who do not support the war in Iraq, those who demean the Bush administration, and those who are corrupting the minds of young children with gangster rap music, corrupt television programming, and the gay agenda, as he would put it. Well, it was interesting to listen to his Radio Factor program June 9th of 2008. A woman from Compton, California had called and asked Bill O'Reilly, "Why is Fox News so hateful?" Well, Bill O'Reilly quickly pounced on her and said, "Well, wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to say that we're hateful?" He basically said it in these words: "I am the face of Fox News. Name 5 things that Fox News has been so hateful in." Well, of course, he couldn't let the woman answer, so, he did what he does, dump his caller and go to the next one. And it gave me the interesting notion of what happened a couple days ago. Steve Doocy and Brian Kilmeade, as well as Gretchen Carlson, were going off about Tim Russert and Keith Olbermann of MSNBC. They came to this ridiculous conclusion that Keith Olbermann is the face of NBC News. And of course, assisted by the Media Research Center's president, Brent Bozell, they decided to put MSNBC in a negative light because their ratings are going up after Keith Olbermann, an outspoken Bush critic, have made these special commentaries about how the administration failed America and how people on Fox News had demonized others because of views they don't agree with. So I leave you this question, basically: why is Fox News claiming that if MSNBC's in the tank for Obama, why are they not outspoken and saying that they're in the tank for McCain? The whole thing is simple because, in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Al Franken, the former comedian, is running for Senate. Of course, he's got a big major backing from the Democratic Party, and of course, Fox News is not going to allow it. So they ambush on people that are associated with Al Franken. Let's say, for example, Bill Moyers. Bill Moyers had met Al Franken, so Al Franken is an enemy of Bill O'Reilly, so he's going to be first to be confronted. Of course, we never know the truth because Bill O'Reilly will cut it and paste it and then send it to Mary Catherine Ham and also Juan Williams, and they'll shred it apart and say that it is a far left cabal. Nonetheless, the whole thing is simple, basically. We do not want the media to corrupt our minds with all this rhetoric. You don't want the media to control your judgment, your thoughts, your vote. Keith Olbermann, Bill O'Reilly are in it for ratings. They make millions of dollars to complain. Whether they agree with the Republicans or the Democrats, their job is to complain, criticize, and support. If anything taught you that the news media has been corporate owned, you should listen to the radio more often. The radio stations had took 11% decrease, and that includes conservative talkers like Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh. Even on television, as Fox News sees drips in their ratings, Keith Olbermann's show has picked up at least 20% in the age 25 to 44 demo. And of course, Bill O'Reilly will never admit that Keith Olbermann is a threat. He'll always say that he's #1 in cable and he deserves all the credit. But in the meantime, you realize that CNN is kicking both of their butts in the election primary coverage, as well as many general election topics. The whole thing is simple. If you do not understand why people are getting so tired of the news, Listen to what Bill O'Reilly and Keith Olbermann say. They say so many outrageous things. It gets to a point where it's just driving people not to watch them. I know it's hard to swallow for you fans of Keith Olbermann and Bill O'Reilly. That's fine. You can take your actions out on me. I mean, I'm human. They're human. But they know the territory and they know who they're selling to. If Keith Olbermann's selling to progressives and liberals, Bill O'Reilly can sell it to traditionalists and conservatives. So it equals out, basically. So again, if MSNBC's in the tank for Obama, then what is Fox News? Thank you for visiting me on YouTube. I'm the face of YouTube. I'm just kidding.